DC here. Hi guys. Christmas is coming. What day are we today? 16th. So just a few more days and it is coming. Okay, today I'm going to talk about some Christmas cards that we've received, and a book review. So let's start off with the Christmas cards. So this one here, Snoopy, always a good one with Woodstock. Jen Mama. Let me see, let's try and get out of it. Okay. These are some friends. Squincy Love Goddess. Cool, eh? Let me see, let's move on. I think this one. Snowman. This is from Christopher in Christopher in SC 1981. So Chris. This one, Beth, Silver Scream Girl. And this one, this is Sherry, and I think it's shared, can't remember the number anymore, 1971, I think it is. And Dearest Becky and Dr. Z. That's a beautiful card as well. Wow, I've been so lucky. I mean, cards are just coming in. And this one. Oh yes, Daryl. 1D Rock 37167. Yes, sirree. And let me see. Yeah, I think those are the cards for the moment. And yeah, well, I got a few others. One from my mom. It's a few aunts. And we did get a card. Well, here it is. This is not a Christmas card. Irene sent a get well card to Mrs. DC. Guys, thanks a lot. Fantastic. It's so nice to have all these YouTube friends. And my cards are off, so I don't know when they will be there, but they're off. Okay. Book review. Andy Fehquig, Fehquig said that this once in a taxi vlog, that this book by Elizabeth Moon, The Speed of Dark, was one fantastic book, and he's right. The story in a nutshell is about autistics and the relationships, we could say, with society and how to get along amongst themselves. The idea behind this is that they work for a scientific institute, so there's like a unit specialized with autistics. I'll try not to give away too much of the story, because I would like you to go and read it. But in a nutshell, once again, is that they're going to trust, the company would like to try, there's a mean boss, there's always a mean boss somewhere in the stories, would like to force a treatment, an experimental treatment that would make them become normal. Now, the autistics discuss amongst themselves, and one particular person who really has a lot of reflection on how is life when you have autism. And then you realize, very much it comes out in the book, that they're in a micro society, that they look at things differently. We are not talking here about retarded people. And that is one of the things, I think, that the thing is, how often have autistics been taken for retarded people? When it's not the case. They're hardwired differently up here at certain points, but it doesn't mean that they are abnormal. And the book brings out so many things. I mean, when they were wondering, especially the main character, Lou, has been wondering, well, do I want to take this? Do I want to change? He's fallen in love with somebody. and he's feeling these feelings which are normal for him. He's saying normal, and he's also looking at the normality outside. There's the conflict of the supposedly normal people which are less normal than Lou. And so there's this whole tension that goes on. It's a philosophical novel in a way, because it brings off this whole tension between normal society, what is normality, and also you have a peek into the life of a person who's autistic. And I think also even almost more than a peek, you can almost feel what they're feeling. And I would say for anybody who lives on the rand of society, on the, like, sometimes I wonder, like us YouTubers, you know, the way everything that we do is sometimes seen by people as weird, as abnormal, and we're our own little society with our own little code and our own little speech and so on. This comes out here when you read this novel, and it's so funny because if you're in a little group, like I was saying, almost maybe our YouTube groups up to a point, you can almost feel certain resemblances where you say, hey, society looks at you in a way that is strange, because they're not looking at you as people. They're looking at you, I'm back to the novel, they're looking at you, I mean, as weirdos and so on. And yet there's a whole culture, a whole subculture that exists. Now, I won't give any spoilers, but there are some people that go and follow the treatment, some with success, some without. I won't give any more spoilers than that. You've got to read this. This is one really, really great novel. And I got to it because I heard a small review by Andy on it. He was reading it in his cab, not while driving. But it is a really, really good novel. And I can only say, if you want to have a few sleepless nights, or you really, like if like myself, I read it like on the train and so on, you'll really enjoy it. I did immensely. T-shirt. It's a t-shirt I picked up in a conference once, and you're seeing cells, brain cells, with fluorescent dyes. Could even be astrocytes or something. It's the whole idea here is that you're looking here at synapses, connections, and so on, and that's what comes out up to a point. But you know, this is not a book for scientists. I'm not getting you. Don't be afraid of that. But it goes on. I mean, it is like you're seeing here brain connections, and what you would be seeing in here, you're talking about people that would have different maybe brain connections, but it doesn't mean different brains, different feelings, and so on. It's a great book. I think I've said it about 5,000 times now. It's a great book. Go and read it. Now, that was DC's book review. I don't know how long I've been talking, so I better stop. The whole idea of this vlog, aside from the cards, which are showing our micro subculture, was to show that normality is something that is relative, very often relative. We are all probably abnormal to somebody else, and we are all normal within certain circles. Another little thing to ponder. So, I'll be signing off. Take care, my friends, and hope that the Christmas preparations are acceptable. You know what I mean? Christmas is not always a favorite month. I must say December is not, by far, is not my favorite month in many respects. But yeah, I mean, I've always liked Christmas when you have, I would say, when you have children. Another vlog. Stop Bernie. Stop DC. Another vlog. Otherwise, you'll never stop. So I am really going to sign off now. Take care.